Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tim, and this is sort of a surprise, but I'm not going to be on for too long. I'm just going to cover a few things I wanted to discuss with you guys about the charts. I noticed a few things today, and we've been pretty bullish since yesterday morning, I guess. Uh, we had a nice bounce off of that 4 hour 200 MA. Let me pull up the chart so it's a little easier. Sorry, guys. There we go. So now we see this 4 hour 200 MA. We closed the candle below it. It started looking pretty grim, but we had a nice little decent bounce back into the cloud. And that was the first step towards a bullish recovery. And ever since then, we've been ascending. But what happened? We got above multiple areas of support, which we're still above. I mean, let me take this off of there because I don't necessarily need that. We don't. Okay, so now what do we see? We see that the 4 hour 200, the 4 hour 50 MA, this orange line, you can barely see it, but you know why? It's because it merged with this blue line right here, which is the 786 fib. In fact, let's look at it. Okay, so it says 786 is $58,108. Now look at where the 50 MA is, $58,091. So they're like $20 apart. And the reason why I say that is if you see these numbers right here, that's what I'm looking at right there. If that orange number is where the 50 MA is right this second. If you have the mouse to this side of the screen, past the candles, it tells you where the 50 MA is at that second on this line, and it changes, but not very fast because the 50 MA isn't like the candles are. It takes 50 candles to adjust the average. 200 MA is the same way. But anyways, just so you guys know, that's a little helpful hint for the noobs. But anyways, the 50 MA and that blue line are merged. But that's not all, guys. What else do we have here? Let's zoom in a little bit. Now I'm pretty damn close. This cloud, this 4 hour cloud is also merged with that. So look, the 50 MA, the cloud, and the 786 fib. What does that mean? Triple support. And what does that mean? The bulls are probably going to want to long that. I'm going to. What else would you do though? What I would do is set a stop loss, because if we lose that support, guess what happens? We had triple resistance after that, which it wouldn't be unheard of to lose support like that, guys. It's happened in the past, but I'm banking on the bulls. Why not? After the past 6 months, why not bank on the bulls? We could lose it though, but that's what a stop loss is for. That's what my mentors have always told me. You know what I mean? So use a stop loss to your advantage. Also, this daily 50 MA. A lot of people have been asking me, how do you get that on your chart? And it's very simple. You just go to the daily time frame, guys, and you draw a line on it, like I did. You see that red line that was there? It's not orange that I drew, it's a red line. But I drew it like that so it would be different than the other ones. So you can see it's not necessarily perfect when you compare it to the 50 MA, but it's close enough to where I can get a roundabout gist of it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going for here. And so when I drew that line, it stays on no matter what time frame. You see, there's those blue lines add on there. But now I'm talking about this red line that I drew right on top of the daily 50 MA. And the reason I did that is because now I can go to the 4 hour chart or any other time frame, and there it is, my red line. It's right there. See it? So that kind of helps me sometimes when I want to have indicators from the daily time frame, but I want to look at the 4 hour. I'll do things like that. And I know some people are like, well, that's not right because it's not perfect, but hey, it works. It works for me, and every trader is different. So hey, if you don't like it, you know what? You can make your own chart. I'm not going to be that rude, but the support we have is immense, and I'm bullish, guys. There's no reason for me not to be bullish. We are above all of the major indicators, in my opinion, on the daily, on the 4 hour, on the weekly, on every time frame that truly matters. We're above all that. We're above all that mess. We are in sunny skies right now, and the only thing that's in our way is this blue line. what do you think the path of least resistance is? Do you think going down below three supports would be more likely, or do you think breaking one resistance would be more likely? To me, it seems like the path of least resistance is quite clear and it's up. But that doesn't mean we're going that way, guys. We need to use a stop loss just in case. But hey, I have no reason not to be bullish. I also wanted to take a look at Urus, I think is what it's called. I don't like to. I mean, URUS. I don't know if that if they actually have it call it Urus or if it's just URUS. You know what I mean? I'm not hip with all that new lingo, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up anyways. I want to take a look at it. I don't know why it didn't work. Here, let me do it again. A brain fart. Here we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, what do we see here, guys? We see a bunch of cloud play right here, which is unfortunate. I hate seeing that cloud. Oh, we finally got a 200 MA too, which is awesome. You can see it just started right here on April 2nd, guys. So there's actually been 200 candles finally. So this is a brand new chart if you think about it, guys. And what do we see? Support right along this line here, which is, you know, it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to hold the shift, though, to make sure the line's straight. If you hold shift, that makes the line perfectly straight. But you can see, look, there's support here, support there. So there's no reason to think that this wouldn't be support again, given the opportunity. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. What we see right here is some bounce off of the bottom of the cloud. That's promising. We saw it back here, too. Hopefully that cloud holds us up, and hopefully we can get a bounce. We need a higher high. I mean, we do have higher highs here, but they're very low, and what we need is a good break. You know what I mean? Something. This is an actual bullish pattern, but it's not very bullish. It's not broadening enough to be considered 100% bullish, in my opinion. A broadening wedge is something like this, guys. You know what I mean? Where the candles follow this, and that's bullish because they go higher and higher. And you know what I mean? A broadening wedge is typically looked at as a bullish pattern. This could be considered a broadening wedge, but it's very, very subtle, to say the least, you know. And it's one of those things that I guess every trader is different. So you're just going to have to try to figure out what the other people in the market are thinking, not just what you think. You know what I mean? That's the way trading works. It's a pack mentality. You know, it's kind of like what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I suppose. That's a good way to say it. But you have to think about what other traders think. If you see something, it doesn't necessarily matter. If other traders don't see it, guess what? Nobody's going to play it. And just because you see it, it may be there. It may be a perfect representation of a broadening wedge or a head and shoulders like you see. But if the market doesn't agree, they're not going to play it. So you're going to have to start thinking more of a community fashion than just single, like, oh, man, this is what I think, so this is what goes. That never works in trading, guys. Trust me. I mean, putting your foot down is only going to make you lose money. So what you need to do is go with what works, really. If going with your gut works, go for it. But hey, I'm telling you right now, bringing emotion into trading is not always the best idea. But anyways, Urus looks like a decent prospect for me as far as altcoins. I see a lot of buzz in the community about it, and you know what? If I were to take a dive onto Uniswap, which I haven't done yet, but the guys at Aurochs have asked me to analyze the chart occasionally, so I don't mind doing that for them because they've done so much for me. But I am seriously considering taking a dive onto Uniswap just to pick up some of this coin because I think it has a lot of potential, guys. And Aurochs is a good business. I mean, it's a good company. I guess the guys that run it, I've been working with them for a long time now, and man, they are solid guys. They're always working their butts off. They have a great product. I'm proud to represent in some way, shape, or form. I guess you would say I'm a representative, but not fully, company man. But I do enough representing to be called a representative, I suppose. But I really do believe in the product. I love Orox, and I love where they're going with the direction of their company and whatnot. And I have a lot of faith in them. And this coin right here is a step in the right direction, guys. A lot of people are like, oh, another coin, another. You know what I mean? And what do we need a coin for? And that's you have to read up on it. They have a website that explains all that good stuff. So, like I said, check it out. Orox is a solid platform, regardless of the coin. But this coin right here, like I said, if I was going to take a dive into a low cap coin that's new, this coin's very new. Look, there's your 4-hour 200 MA. It just started. I love that because this shows you that this chart is new. You don't see that normally. You know what I mean? Like there's other charts like Binance on the weekly. You don't see a 200 MA yet because there hasn't been 200 weeks that Binance has been keeping up with Bitcoin's price. So that's the reason why. And ever since they started keeping up with the price on Orox, look, there's 200 weeks right there. So there's your 200 week anniversary or 204-hour anniversary. I'm sorry. So these are 4-hour candles. This is your 200. You actually have 200 candles right here. So 200 times 4, that is 800 or what? Yeah, 800 hours right here. So there you go, your little math lesson for the day. But anyways, Orox, hey, it's holding the support fine. And this 200 MA is another area to look for support too. So if we lose this, we have this. So where do I see? I see the path of least resistance being, a real boxing match because the 50 MA, we're fighting that right now. But the top of the cloud is right above that. It's kind of double support and double resistance, really. So we're just gonna have to watch and see the chips fall where they may, guys. Set your stop loss and play it safe. If you're trading, if you're holding for long term, then this shouldn't bother you at all. You know what I mean? You're in it for the long term. Then you know what I mean? Hold on for dear life, like they say. But I see a lot of promise in this coin, and you know what I mean? I do mainly because I see all the buzz on the internet. Like on Facebook and whatnot. I see a lot of people talking about it, and it's kind of like one of those coins where it's kind of like a sleeper coin, I suppose you could say, because a lot of people are starting to learn about it. And it's whether or not you have access to Uniswap. I don't think I can get on Uniswap in Texas without a VPN, which is kind of a shame, but I'll do it. Better believe I'll do it. But, anyways, like I said, we have sort of that accumulation going on right here, and hopefully when we do break up, we can break above this pesky resistance right here, which plagued us right here in the beginning of April, and I'm assuming it's going to come into effect later on too. So like I said, if we do break up, we're going to have to worry about that next. But when ETH goes up, this goes down. It's just a natural effect of anything paired with ETH, because when ETH shoots up, whatever it's paired with, it takes less ETH to buy. And it's just a matter of economics. It's not really a matter of the coin losing value. It just looks like it is because it takes less ETH to buy it. It's similar in fashion to Bitcoin and the US dollar, except the US dollar constantly loses value. So it's a benefit for Bitcoin because basically never priced against anything but the US dollar. You know what I mean, in terms of being in America. In other countries, it's based on their money. I understand that, but in America, we don't base it like Bitcoin to ETH. You know what I mean, or anything like that. It's Bitcoin to US dollar, and the US dollar is constantly inflating, which is a benefit for Bitcoin. It's only because people see Bitcoin rising in US dollar price, and they're saying, "Oh man, this is great. It's going up." It's not necessarily going up in value, guys. What's happening is the US dollar is losing value, which artificially pumps Bitcoin to make it look like it's going up. But when in actuality, it's staying the same, but the US dollar is losing so much value and it's becoming such an awful way to buy things that it's takes more of them to purchase Bitcoin. And at that point, Bitcoin's going up because the US dollar is losing value. And that's not necessarily a great thing for Bitcoin. It's showing that Bitcoin is a hedge, sort of like gold, but it's not going up because of its, the fundamentals. It's going up because Bitcoin, the dollar is going down. And that's the way every pairing works. If Ethereum's paired with Urus, if Ethereum goes down, Urus can go up because it takes more Ethereum to go buy Urus at that point. You know what I mean? It's just it's not that hard to understand. If I can understand it, anybody can understand it. But I'm really into simple economics like that. I don't know why the economy got so difficult. People can barely understand the way our money system works, and it shouldn't be that hard. But it is what it is, I suppose. But anyways, Urus, I'm really positive about the coin. Bullish. Hopefully the support holds. It's kind of a crapshoot right now, guys. There's double resistance, double support. So set that stop loss and let her ride is what I'm saying. But anyways, I'm not going to go much longer, guys. I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you guys can see my ugly face. But I enjoy going live for you guys. I didn't even know somebody was watching. I'm going to end up getting one of my buddies to share this, maybe in CCT in another place. But it's just going to be, it's basically, I did an analysis earlier, but I didn't have the volume on, so I decided to do a live instead. But I'm glad whoever caught me could catch me. I'm not going to be on much longer or too much longer, but I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Like I said, I wish I could give you more notice, but I got banned until next Wednesday from Facebook, so... Fortunately, I'll be doing this more often. Hopefully, I'll be live on here more and more often. I'd like to see more people come on to here. I'd love to give YouTube the more of the attention than Facebook. Facebook's been treating me wrong lately. But I hope you guys have a good day. See y'all later.